here early. Sometimes it's good to be early. But our show starts at a specific time. You should remember that. Let's get started then, shall we?
Dillon, I don't give a what you think about a co-host and freshen up my show.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person to make a statement.
My show's about the people's podcast. Everyone has a voice. I don't need a co-host. Go listen to one of the other 5,000 shows with a co-host because they don't have a mouth like the big guy.
Opie, are you a career killer with Tim Sabian, yourself, and many others?
Be myself. Never had real issues with those people. They just understood that I was a different bird. The rest of them, though, I'm like, oh, shut up. I'm paying your salary because the ratings are so good, so shut up.
Right.
Live from
somewhere.
It's
Dillon.
Good whatever to you whenever you are listening to this. I am your co-host, Dillon, for this episode of Cohost Auditions. Our host today is Joey C. He has been very requested. No, Kitty, you're not the host. Don't upstage Joey C today, Kitty. The one day you decide to appear on stream. And this is highly viewer requested. I have not delved into the world of Joey C. He has been on the scene for a few months. Rochi, De La, Dabble Storian, all very much pushing for this episode of Joey C hosting. And we will see how it goes. He got on the scene, what was it, about March, I believe. And Shuli, he was very much emailing him again and again, incessantly trying to get his attention, wanting to get on the show. And eventually he gave in. I'm kind of the opposite. I will reach out to you a few times if you don't get back to me. And I was reaching out to Shuli at that time for a live events producer position at his Pottstown show. But thank goodness I did not have the conviction that Joey C had, because I didn't get any on me. There is no way with my skills under those parameters that it would have been a success. So I'm glad I did not take the Joey C way of very much pestering the host Shuli to get some sort of position. It worked out for the better for me. We were about to see if that worked out for the better of Joey C. Taking a look at his videos, I forgot to upload to my StreamYard the thumbnail. I just pulled a picture of Joey C's face currently and put it up, and you see he's starting to do that sometimes. Like, we've got a bit of his face here, but a lot of these thumbnails don't look like him. These are decades old. It looks like these are the dating profiles that you get in most of these, and you're like, who did you put your son in there? No, that was me at some point. But that's Joey C. And a lot of talk in the chat room. I'll just get a little bit caught up with that before we take it to our host, Joey C. That cat can be your Spider Alamar. Or my DG. I have been seeing more of DG, and the cat does have just as many opinions as DG does. Hi, Rochi, no time. Isn't that a wife beater? Yes, I've seen a lot of Joey C streams where he is wearing a tank top, so I am matching my host as I usually do, wearing a tank top of my own, a wife beater, as they are known, because that's very much the people that wore them for a long time. I was actually unaware of that term until late in high school. And yeah, the teacher saying, oh, you're wearing a wife beater. We're allowed to talk about that in school? Oh, damn it, my pussy was showing. I think I got my pussy put away for now. And hello, everyone. Hello, Joey C. Welcome. This is highly requested. I know Dabble Storian has been in contact with you, and this is my shot at a Joey C. co-host Audition, as I have done with many other people. I was a big fan of the Kevin Brennan episode, and oh geez, I just unshared my window. I need to share it again, and there we go. We are in here. DG is my good friend is the name of this episode, and we usually take it at 1.25 speed unless it is warranted to go to normal speed. That was, I blame Sarah Silverman for that, and there are a few others who that has worked very well with. Sam Roberts being one of them. Sam Roberts doesn't talk like that on his show, but on his wrestling show, he talks like a wrestler. But I've already pitched it to Joey C once. Let's pitch it to him again. Take it away.
Okay. Hey, what's happening, everybody? I came on for a few minutes live. Just want to jump on here just to see.
Okay, now this issue might be a little out of Joey's control. Having that nice fiber internet, sometimes mine does act up as well. I am happy that I did not launch a show until my neighborhood got fiber internet, so I could have a much smoother live streaming experience, specifically on the choppiness.
What's going on? Let me turn this other thing off. I just want to catch like maybe a little bit, piss him off. That's all. Piss him off a little bit, you know. So hang on. We're not trying to roll. We're MLC. We're MLC all the way. But we're gonna do this just to see if he's ignoring me again. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing about the guy. I love the guy. He's all right in my book.
Oh
so,
no.
Let's see. Let's
Oh no, and the problem is you probably didn't even know about these issues until after the fact, that you're just coming through just very choppy, like Val Venus's pee-pee on that now censored episode of Raw. Hopefully this will sort itself out. Oh boy, we're gonna have to vamp. And I am looking. I've had a couple internet issues, and it doesn't appear to have been too terribly bad. Let's jump ahead a few minutes, see if any of this works out. Here, the Hypocrisy Police Internal Affairs is chatting up with him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. He was second on the list. Spider bombs in the hospital. Just hang on, guys. Hang on. Just give me a break. Give me a break here. Give me 1 second. Yeah. I know. Story of my life. All right. StreamYard.
Oh no. This is
the
whole thing, isn't it?
By the name of Tony Broccoli. What do you think about that? The broccoli. His name is Tony Broccoli.
Is this Mr. Broccoli I've seen starting to pop up, or is this different from Mr. Tony Broccoli? We have a lot of vegetables in the garden here in the Dabbleverse.
What do you think about that guy? What do you think? Tony Broccoli? Think that'd be a good name for a broccoli? And now it's Tony Broccoli. Dun, 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 dun. Tony Broccoli. Yeah, okay. What if I'm typing Tony Broccoli? What the fuck am I doing? You got me off.
And let's see, radish, potato, of course. We've got, well, the second psychedelic potato. He had a mental break, didn't he? The German fellow, Drunk on Cringe, he went on a show. He had his vendetta against Julie is much more than I just needed to yell at the internet for a couple of episodes about how that guy is a foolish guy, and I got it out of my system. I do have a few more episodes left, but I don't believe that I will be getting to those. But did I take down? Nope, there's my Shuli the astronaut. Yeah, stand-up comedian. I always like pointing this out. Shuli is as much a stand-up as Eric the actor was an actor. So he, at one point, Eric the actor was known as Eric the astronaut. So Shuli the astronaut.
God. I'm feeling good, though. I'm feeling a lot better. Man, oh man, I swear to God. Everything I touch turns to shit, you know? It's kind of like Mush. You guys remember Mush from the, what was the name of that movie? Bronx Tale? Yeah, he was Mush. We got Mush. You can't win. That's me.
Bronx Tale. I think this community of people most know the Bronx Tale for Rich Voss's monologue. Joey Beans.
Everything I touch turns to mush. How about that? Everything I touch will turn to mush.
Ooh, especially this stream. This stream turned to mush. You do not have the King Midas, is it? You don't have the King Midas touch this day. It was the King Mush touch that got you this. Oh no! And now we lost video. I jumped ahead a little bit. Hopefully these issues will work out in the end for Joey C. No audio, no video. Oh boy! Did you accidentally leave StreamYard? I've done that once, where I accidentally left StreamYard instead of ending the broadcast. Boy, this This looks to be a couple minutes. All right.
Years ago. I'm starting to believe the Catalan curse is real.
This looks different. You probably had to switch to your phone. I know of a couple of people who've done that. I've seen Cardiff do it before. When his Wi-Fi went down, he went to his phone to officially end the stream. So here,
I really believe it.
We have
one day I'll get.
We have a guest. I don't know who Jay is. I jumped ahead a little bit.
To that story, I believe I'm cursed.
Oh, it's our buddy Spider Alomar.
I think you might agree. A long story, but I think it's what happened to us. We were cursed. No matter what, we were cursed not to be successful. It's got to be. I mean, there's no other explanation. If she was to come in right now, Mr. C, and get on here.
And I believe Dabble Story, and I forget if you and De La, your cock-off, had a definitive ending there. But in the cock-off betting, I did put Spider Alomar as probably having the biggest hog of all.
Here and do her and want her ready to 10, 5, 4, 3. Everything will work fine, beautifully. I promise you. I guarantee it. Me? It just don't happen like that, man. It just don't happen like that. I don't have that kind of luck, man. You know. I don't have that kind of luck. Look, I got a background here. Freaking, this is great. It knocks my background out. This is just great. I don't know what you guys see. I got no viewers. This is just freaking great, man.
Yeah, same with me. I have next to no viewers. One day I hope to change that. Maybe we could do it together. But we have just a whole lot of technical difficulties there. Spider Alomar's internet appeared to be working a bit better. Let's jump into another episode. I saw this one was a solo one. Emergency meeting with Mr. Dabblestorian, the one who was suggesting for quite a while to do a Joey C episode. And I have only seen Joey C from clips on Tuki's show. Once again, last night, Tuki's found some of you slipping on a banana peel. So hopefully you can navigate that banana peel road that you're going down with some of these issues that you're going through. Let's see this next episode.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, the man with the plan, the new court for the broadcasting, Joey.
Maybe play with the levels a little bit there. The voice should be a little higher than the music. And something you've done very well there that I've seen other people do, introducing themselves, and it just doesn't work. It is hilarious. And recording your own intro, even trying to do a voice, it just doesn't work too well. Do we like fruits? We've got some fruits in the community, don't we? Yes, we have an orange. Because the filter was so horrifying, Obnoxious John is sticking with the orange. And it's not the Onions. It's the Onions restaurant business partner. I have his email. And no one likes onions. He also does not like the onion there. Do I like cum? I like cum in a rag. That's the place I prefer to put the cum is in a rag and then into the trash can. But like John, if I did not plan ahead of time, sometimes I've got to do the squeegee method. And hopefully I will have the wherewithal to take that underwear off and just sleep naked at that point, rather than just stewing in a marinade of cum. Best Joey C episode of all time. You are a little bit of a partial judge here. You're not the most impartial, being that this is about you, but we will see that. And Rochi, not a fan of bananas either. Mario Kart has given us all quite the traumatic past with bananas, even if we liked them to begin with. Rochi, a fan of cum. He doesn't say where he likes to put it, but yeah, I told you where I put it and where I should put it. I am an American, but I do have Joey C. I am an American, but I do have a large British fan base for the amount of people that are listening. It's about half British people and half of half of not British people, American folk.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, I
I'm
haven't
Joe-
fucked with the green screen. I've said this before. I hate the white wall look. It was fine for 2008. There's still a lot of people with the white back wall. I put up some 8x10s. I've got some puppets. Fozzie is new here today in with the puppet gang. But yeah, I haven't messed with the green screens. And when you disappear into the green screen, it is very funny. And that would probably happen to me as well as I figure out the green screenery, which I have not delved into myself yet.
I'm Joey C, and I'll welcome you to this emergency stream.
I could have looked all nice for this one. I don't have many hosts that dress up for the occasion. I think Maven was the last time that I got to wear a sports jacket. One other time before that, and yeah, I could have worn a nice little outfit. Instead, I've got my wife beater on, and we're gonna go get married this afternoon, so I can really put this to use.
Thank everybody for tuning in, and I want to talk about a few things. Thank you for popping in. Resell and Master Vlog team salute. Corn Diff, how are you? My name is Joey C. All right, let me get to the gist of this because I'm trying to be a better, friendlier podcaster.
Oh, I missed that. Dabblestorian's #1 fan is here as well as Dabblestorian. Is Dillon being booked on the Joey C Network? Well, here is my self-tape audition, as I did for Kevin Brennan and as I did for, oh boy, Tara Mooney's coming up tomorrow. I've mentioned her almost every episode since the first one that I did her. I am a fan of hers. I don't think she would be a fan of me.
With other podcasters, and I'm going to take off this green screen because this is an emergency. Let me take this off. I just get this off because it's a pain in the ass.
I figured so.
But there we go. No, okay. Anyhow, Corn Diff. Lots of laugh. This is how I used to dress every day in my life.
Okay, I spoke against the white wall, but you do have some nice art there. I know a director of photography that loose wall up against the wall would just drive him fucking nuts, unless that was an artistic choice.
Like my younger years, Corn Diff. You know, I go to the ballpark, I show up in a nice blazer, nice tie, get dressed, put on my khakis and my shirt, and go to work. You know, so speed spot, a child in a suit. I'm not a child, but thank you. Shout out, sir. Here, Pink Waving. Shout out.
I don't know why that person goofing on you, Joey C, does have a point. I don't know what it is about that suit. It does kind of look like little buddy's first suit there. And I really should get a haircut, Joey C. I have been putting it off. I got to make a wig out of it now. Why just throw it to the floor when a nice, pretty wig can be made out of this hair? I've got much better hair than my brother. Kind of similar hair to my other brother. Poor guy. He did not get the nice, luscious locks that we did.
Wow, Pink Waving. Hello. So we got a few people in, 7 people watching. And I want to get down to the logistics of this, okay? Like I said, I've been judged harshly.
Yeah, I should have done this ahead of time. I should have previewed this. Wits, he is here. He loves the suit. I could have been dressed up in a suit with Joey C, but I dressed up in the tank top as I have seen him on other occasions over on Tukey.
Just as harshly back to a lot of people. And not that it wasn't warranted, maybe on both ends, but it got in the direction that I really didn't want to go to. There's one individual particularly that I really don't know where it went south. I think I got mad because they were doing their show and they were like saying they're being guests.
I have seen a lot of clips of Joey getting mad. And the thing is, jumping into this world, there is a lot of ball busting. And my experience in Hollywood, I have had situations that I would consider black belt training for throwing barbs back and forth, working out the wits. So I do feel confident in doing a show like this. And hopefully, if you're getting overly angry and throwing out different things that you are an expert in, I did see the video where you got angry and said you were, what was it, in the Marines? You did say that in a fit of anger. You don't want to go with those false claims.
Guest on my show, and I had no knowledge about this, and I thought they were being wise guys, and I kind of went off on them and started talking about the 3 of them. And I might have judged them a little harsh, but there's one individual that has really reached out and tried to be a friend according to what he's telling me, and I believe him. It's Dabblestorian. I want to talk a little bit about Dabblestorian. He, as we announced yesterday, everybody knows what he sent me, some pictures that I don't want no one ever to see it or destroyed. And I wrote him. We've been writing back all morning, the last couple hours. I think he's in the UK. I believe he is. I know he don't never show his face on the screen, and he declined to come on.
Joey C, I will have to look in the Discord because once Dabblestorian found that clip, he definitely cut it up into several different variations. So I will need to, I did not pull that. I will need to go to the Discord in which that was posted to find that damning clip where it sounds like you were in a tizzy. You weren't able to come up with a back and forth in time, so you went to a bragging, is how that sounded to me. It might have been out of context, but hopefully you can match it up with the episode once we dig that out of the Discord.
This morning, because it was too short a notice, but he would like to come on. I don't know if we're going to podcast. Well, tomorrow I got my prison podcast, so I don't know if I could bring you on for that. I probably won't. Between Monday on the regular show, I would have him on. But like I said, I probably judged this guy a little bit too hard, and I jumped the gun maybe a little bit to him, and I've been kind of saying some pretty nasty things about him, and I pissed him off, and maybe got a little hurt too. He is a human being, and he should be treated with respect. Unless respect is not given, then then you don't have to respect. But I think at first he was trying to show some respect. He does have great talent. He sent me some stuff that he edited, and so Dabblestorian, I've got a few people in the chat room, 6 or 7, I think. And I will make an apology if he comes on the show on Monday, face to face. But I want to say I'm sorry for judging you the wrong way. I'm sorry for saying all those hurtful things. I did subscribe to your channel, and I am giving you an extended invite to come on the Joey C show, hopefully Monday. So I just wanted to say I'm sorry again, and maybe in the future we can mend defenses on both ends and possibly do some work together. But at least
very much looking to make up. So maybe very much Italian fellow, right? Italian folks do have the cliche temper, and then will really be buddy afterwards.
At the best, but at least at best, we can have you on the show so I can personally tell you I'm sorry. Let me read some of these chats. Tim Richards, okay. I don't understand what that says, but I don't even understand the name, but okay. Mason, big of you.
This is my audition show. It's a different show where we actually talk to real people. Right now, I'm just going down my schizophrenic rabbit hole and getting worse and worse as I talk to clips rather than human people on Cohost Auditions.
You to admit you're wrong, Joey. Well, I know that I know me better than anybody, correct? Good morning, Dabblers. Clay Dabbler, how are you? Sorry to who? Dabblestorian. I missed the whole thing. I don't want to get into it again, but all I said is I kind of maybe misjudged him. I went off on him probably for a reason I probably shouldn't have. Called him some horrible names, and I just didn't. I've been going through a lot of hell with chat rooms and these podcast wars and a lot of things that have already been taking place in my life the last couple of years. All that in the mix, and me doing shows and up a lot of hours and getting sick. I'm not 100% always thinking on the right page. So I felt it was to call this emergency podcast to extend an apology.
Think it on your feet, being able to be witty, get those funny quips out there, putting on an entertaining show. It is difficult to balance, especially when you are working with the chat. That's something I had to balance as well, of doing a show and communicating with the chat. Like, my brain would absolutely malfunction once I started getting an active chat room a month in. And sometimes it'll still happen. I do better at multitasking of doing a show, blah, 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 as my brain farts right there. You saw it in action.
He's a Dabblestorian, and to possibly have him on the show on Monday, extend that to him. He sent me some of his work. He is a good editor, and he's going to be got a chance to be somebody big out here with the way he edits and he makes thumbnails and stuff. So that's what this is about. So let me read some more. Looking forward to Monday, gentlemen. Yes. He has the invite. It's his choice to come on Monday.
The Kevin Brennan style. Let's check out some chats. And yeah, Joey C, I'm up to talk. On my channel on Sundays is the wild card. But Cohost Auditions currently is what we do on the weekdays, and a TikTok around the clock on Thursday. And I've been doing a little bit of prep. I'm a little bit scared for the next show that has some pre-production versus this Cohost Audition, which doesn't have much pre-production in it beyond the photoshops and picking the clips. But yeah, on a Sunday show, I would be up to talk to you, or to come on your network to talk to you. I feel like I'm being very fair. There's the only thing that upset you, we will need to pull that clip from the Discord.
Sunday, and I believe he will. He said he just needs, like, he doesn't show his face. I know that. I've watched all his other shows, which I respect. So we're not worried about that. Just be real. And, if we extend our friendship out to you. We once we do that, we're sincere.
My mistake. This is not a comedy show. I was under the impression this is a comedy show. And that's something that I found out about the Sarah Silverman program as well, that she does not do a comedy podcast. I went in there with the wrong idea. Same with Ari Jane. Her show was a self-help show. And I discover that as I go through it. So my mistake believing this was mainly a comedy show. So this is more of just a broadcast news.
Hope you to stay around as a friend. And that's what we do. Let's just keep dabbling. Well, we're going to keep dabbling. We're going to have fun. We're all going to keep dabbling. I'm got a lot of work ahead of me to say. I got the big podcast tonight, the prison show with my first guest. He just got out of prison about 3 weeks ago, I believe. And he's got a great story. We'll talk to him. We'll interview him, and we'll wrap that up for our first show, and we'll do another one next week. And we got a lot of stuff up ahead for this 20-week series. So I really appreciate if everybody that wants to join is welcome. Just please be reminded this is not nothing to do with the dabble verse. So if you guys want to sit and watch the interview and make some
that's another reason that I mistook this for a comedy show, is that from my knowledge, you were trying to get on Shuli's show for quite a while until he finally let you on. Shuli thought it was too tragic. Am I remembering that? So yeah, not a comedy show.
I understand.
So if you would like to make it a comedy show, here is a bit of a sample of a sidekick.
Where he's coming from, and lay off the felon. I'm asking to please lay off the calling of the felon and a low life. Not everybody that goes to prison is a low life. Some people are just career criminals. That's how they were raised, or that's how all they know. That don't make them a scumbag. And as long as if they're not hurting people, corporations and banks, you know what? I don't see how anybody get mad. They're all insured, and they rip off the world anyhow. Insurance companies and banks, and with all their high fees and interest rates. So they are not angels. And a lot of people I know
that high fees, interest rates, and 5,000 subs. There is a rumor going on with both the Shuli Network and the Joey C channel that views, subscribers are not what they seem to be. I believe they're supposedly buying views on the Shuli Network. I cannot confirm that. And buying subscribers on Joey C. That's the rumor in the Discord. Once again, Joey C., I did not pull that video that is of you and a tizzy. So we will have to pull that for the Discord, and an actual one-on-one. We could get you to disprove that. Maybe it is indeed the AI. I am against AI, and it has come a long way. Those AI voices, AI videos are quite convincing. They've gone too far, and the AI is soon going to team up with the trees, and we're all going to die. The trees have been looking for this opportunity for hundreds of thousands of years.
White-collar crimes, they have tech, but they don't tech good families or stuff like that. Even back in the day with the guys on the street, they never hurt elderly people or children or just normal people. They hurt each other, or they did scams with corporations. It's all different today. But I'm just asking you guys are all welcome. But just please, I don't want to make any of my guests feel uncomfortable. And we'll have a Q&A. We'll let you guys do a Q&A. I decided to do that. And we're going to have a call-in number, I think, tonight. So this is very important to me. I've done just...
Yeah, that rotating co-host of yours, Spider, he's got that lanky, long dick to him. In the cock-off, I'm putting my money... You'd think that an Italian sausage would win it over. Those are known for being lengthy wangs, but I'm going with the thin guy. Same with Snoop. He packing.
Just about everything everybody's asked of me. I've showed that I'm a human being. I showed that I have a compassionate side. I showed that I can admit when I'm wrong. I've done it a couple times. So I am a real human, and I do want to be friends with everybody out there. I like to be, all of us be one big happy family and enjoy the dabbling and
Kitty's done.
Have some good old-fashioned
Kitty's scratching to get out.
Ribbon and have some fun with each other, okay? That's all I'm asking. I even made Melton laugh last night. That's a fucking fact. I called him 3 times. Twice we got into 2 major arguments. The 3rd time I called him to say goodnight. He was so fucking drunk. He started crying.
And the arguments can be a great source of entertainment. If you're going for that aspect of the Stern Show, because a lot of us were inspired by Opie and Anthony and the Stern Show. I call this the grandchild of Jocktober, brain fart again, and very much inspired, like the fights that were on Howard Stern. If that's a show style you're going for, that is also very entertaining.
He goes, oh my God, how do you fucking do it? How do you go from fucking speed up here to being this nice guy? And I go, I just wanted to say goodnight, buddy, and tell you that He goes, "Oh my God, what just happened?" And he goes, "He wants something. He wants a hat or something." But that's me. I understand what he does, and and I hope he understands when I lash back, and I think he does. And he was ripping some guy, that guy David Chandler, who spends a lot of money.
I can see the computer monitor in your glasses, and that's a big reason why I don't want to get a ring light. I recommend getting a light from Home Depot and putting it against the opposite wall. That's what I do. But a ring light, if you have glasses on, there's just this big round light in your glasses at all times. And I do wear glasses sometimes, so I don't want that big circle ring being so distracting.
I guess he's the guy that sent Melton $1,000 last day to do the show from the pool. So that's that's funny, man. But Melton was telling, "Fuck you, I ain't doing no more $1,000. Don't bother me if you can't send me, come up with a $5,000 or $10,000 idea. Like me getting on an airplane, coming to Australia, doing an interview and coming back, some stupid shit. Make it creative." And I think that's a good idea. So that's cool. The Dabble Storian is in the chat and you're ignoring. I didn't see him. Let me see. I don't see him in the chat. Is he under Dabble Storian? I'm talking. I'm by myself here.
Dabble Storian in both the chats. This is an inception of Dabble Storian chatting. Thanks for joining, Ingrid. It appears that she has been in some Joey C chats claiming that he called her the C word last night. You got to stay away from that word. That word in particular, YouTube doesn't like, and I drop it sometimes. It just comes out. It's a fun one to say, just like twat. They don't like that word either. And my British folks, you are big fans of that, even more so than I am. Whoops.
I don't see the Dabble Storian in my chat. What's he going by? Is this him with the name of the vlog? Is it?
Kitty can take no more. There. I will be right back.
Play Dabbler? That's not him, right? You guys got to tell me because he's not in here as Dabble Storian, so I don't see him. So
Kitty has
named Dabble Storian in my chat.
Withdrawn
Dabbler, Tim Richards, James.
Their co-host audition for this. It is only I remaining. Thought Kitty was going to make it through the whole show, but not a fan. She
Dillon,
is.
Resol, and Mastamik vlog.
Oh, if someone really did cut up that audio of you getting angry and saying things that weren't true, right there, you just said Dillon. That was something like, "Ooh, I could take that and I could mess with it." So yeah, I am not outright saying. I'm saying I saw the video. It might have been audio only. It's somewhere in the Discord. This supposed
see Tim Richards like
I was a Navy SEAL. I know you didn't say that, but I've been doing some Jesse Ventura type stuff. And boy, that guy, he would have a lot of things to say about today and how steel does not melt at that temperature.
Like I already said, Clay Dabbler already said, Mason in Portland was here. I don't know if he still is. Speed Spot was here. Corn Diff was here. Was one of the first ones here. So I don't know. Hey, Corn Diff, are you still here? If you can just let me know real quick. I'm just curious if you're here. I know you don't do a lot of shows lately, but I wanted to ask you a question. Is Dabble Storian Clay? So listen. I'm trying to be very serious here. Is Dabble Storian EST? So Tim Richards is that?
Oh boy, you're starting to get worked up. Yeah, making a confrontation show might be the best thing for you if you do get worked up. I've heard frightening things about your diet, though. Getting that worked up, if your diet isn't good at this age, oh boy, not good news. I believe Tukey has you in the death pool, and with a poor diet at that age, getting very angry, he's got a good pick.
Storian, I mean, just tell me so we don't have no more bad communication. I'll address him any way he wants me to address him. If he wants me, Dabble Storian. Yeah, see, here we go with the guessing games. I don't play these games anymore. So if he's here, I would like to say hello to him in the chat. He did decline to come on this morning. It was too short. No, I sent him a link.
Thank you, Ingrid. I love my fans. And what a good time about halfway through the episode for a little bit of a shill segment, because I, too, am trying to get monetized over here. You can subscribe, hit that notification bell. I am live streaming regularly Sunday through Thursday at 11:30 a.m. I am up to do something different. As I said with Joey C., Sunday is my wild card. I've been doing gameplay. And didn't do it this week. I was doing some research, maybe a Joey C show that is going to cut back soon. I need to get a job. I've been having fun with this as a hobby. I was hoping to have it more as a side gig at this point, but not monetized. And if I were to go to Patreon, I'm just not justified to do paywall material at this point. So there's my email, dillonfromsomewhere@gmail.com. You can book me. You can do requests. We have got a Discord that Dayla made up for us. Thank you so much for getting that up and going, Dayla. I should copy so I can paste that into the chat so you guys can get into that. But yes, please come back some more. We have fun with all types of people. I'm, doing a little less of a hard ball busting. I like to give you some suggestions. Like Joey C said, since this is not a comedy show, maybe just more of a confrontation show would be a better style.
Minutes. I don't care that I don't see him. And we could have just got this over with now, but he said he's busy. I respect that. Okay, thank you, Dabble Story. And I'm glad you accepted the apology. And again, I meant it very sincerely. Like I said,
Ingrid,
I know my fault.
Since you're new, we did have I was very satisfied with my Kevin Brennan co-host audition, since he is actively looking for a co-host. I think we would be like oil and water, but that kind of is what makes Kevin Brennan work, isn't it?
I know that I misjudge sometimes people, or I don't look at the whole. I look at the how do you say it? I look at the glass half empty or half full before I should look at it when it's full before I decide to speak. Put the cart before the horse sometimes. I've done that many times in my life. We all human all mistakes. If you learn from your mistakes, that's what I think the best way to. Did Melton do some awful stuff to you and your wife? Well, Melton's a comedian, a comedian that he goes after the bad on the people when he rips it apart, and he did some things that I didn't agree
Melton
with.
really likes fucking with people. When I found out that he is actually selling merch of who is it, Steel Toe, I found that just very funny. Melton likes to fuck with people on a different way, in a much different way than I do.
My wife agreed with, yes. I think he took it a little bit too far, but his logic is just stop watching and I'll go away. Okay. Last night I just had to call him, and it was actually the third time was pretty fun. So he just says he don't know what to make of me. He don't know. He just started laughing, and he was still laughing after he hung up. So I'm glad I got to make him laugh. And as drunk as he was, I'm really glad. So I guess I can be funny when I need to be at the right time. I guess, or I should say, last night my apology was the timing was good on my apology or not my apology, my good night to Melton. The apology was the Dabble Story, but my good night wishes and what I said to Melton, I guess, was perfect timing. I guess that's.
Rochi's saying Joey doing a mob show. Is that one of the regular shows? I've heard talk of mob stuff, and obviously Melton of No One Likes Onions is not in the mob at all.
Okay, he's above me right now. Well, then this is Tim Richards' Dabble Story, and I guess you're Tim Richards, and you've been in here every day then, because I see you a lot. So I'm glad you accept my apology. Now, like I said, if you're going to come on Monday, I'll apologize to you. I won't see you face to face because I know you're sure, but you'll be in there on the screen with us, and I'll say it again to you, and thank you. So again, I was going to make this a quick 15-minute broadcast. I hope everybody also accepts my extended apology, as I apologize to the chats for many times.
15-minute broadcast. I do talk about it being very important to set time limits. This show is approximately 60 minutes long, can go a little shorter or a little longer, but being someone that you've never heard of, and I should make some more clips of this more often to get more people out there. An hour is a lot to ask of someone. So seeing a clip of like 3-5 minutes, it does help get that out there. And I do not see this working as a 2-hour show currently. And I compare it to who are these podcasts who didn't used to be a 2.5 hour show. But with time, maybe it'll be justified. Right now, 60 minutes is justified for co-host auditions.
Days about, I get crazy. I'll instead of banning one person, I think that's a good idea what I've been doing. I banned 25 people, but I go back in a couple hours to take everybody out. That's just my way of vetting. Everybody's different. Look at KB, he walks off his own show. You know what I'm saying? We all do things differently. But I'm learning. When I make mistakes, I learn. But I'm learning you people more and more. And I'm learning the Dabbleverse more and more every day.
And that's also very good of learning from your mistakes. That's a big thing that got me very anti-Shuley, is that he obviously made mistakes with Pottstown, and he will not admit to them. And even when he does, he like half admits to them. So he's never going to learn anything. And that's why he's been doing some type of touring stand-up for over 20 years. And he has less skill at putting on a show than your local open mic host. Just absolutely appalling, that Pottstown thing. And I am so happy I did not take your approach, Joey. I'm a live events person. I've got live events experience, live events. I am happy I brought it up to him a few times. Shuli blew me off twice, and I let it go. I would have got so much fucking shit on me if I actually would have forced myself onto that production.
I'm not a bad person. I'm really not. Yes, I made a mistake and I went to prison. First time in my life. And it was hard on me at my age. Not hard that I had to do it, because I was happy to do it because of the cause that I was backing up. It was investing in my family that I love that made a mistake. So for that, I got no shame. I didn't commit a crime. Well, according to the government, I did. I told a false statement. That's a fucked up crime. That's all I'm going to say. It really is. Based on the cops and the prosecutors, how they lie. Do you guys know that a law
Okay,
was
maybe
passed
this
for
is
federal
maybe this is
prosecutors to have total-
turning into a mob show, and you might get along with Val Venus. He has been rallying against the forces that be for a couple of years now, on and off.
immunity and are allowed to mislead a witness and lie as much as they want without any repercussions. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that till after I was convicted. And he lied, because he was lying. He was lying so much. And I looked at my lawyer, I go, he's fucking lying. He said, don't worry about it. You're going home. Just shut up. And I'm like, no, that's not, I don't care about going home. I want this guy to acknowledge that I'm a good person and that I made a mistake. He didn't. He trashed me like I was some fucking piece of garbage. And they are allowed to lie. Federally protected immunity. That's fucked up. That's just going to show you how our Constitution is. Police can lie. They can mislead you when they take you into the box.
All right, I'm getting fascinated by this. You're going somewhere with the show. And yeah, sometimes it is a little bit aimless. That's why I don't want to get too caught up in going with the chat at the beginning of the show. The end of the show is our happy talk portion, in which I will let the chat go and do whatever. But sometimes the off topics I won't get to. And I like that you're getting focused. And Joey C does not like this show, but I do believe I have something to offer. That is why I am doing these co-host auditions. I would make a nice second mic to somebody out there. Does somebody have a nice studio home for this wayward second mic?
Interview, and they all lie. They write false statements, and it's all a lie, man. And that's all I'm saying. It's people that make mistakes like me. There's a lot of people in prison, I'm gonna tell you, that don't deserve to be there. There was a guy that went to prison. He was an accountant. Great by the book. Never had a
Nope. Shuli didn't want me, and I don't want him now. If ever at any point Shuli would like me, no, you didn't want me then. You don't need me now. So, and his opinion is fucking nothing. Shuli's opinion after Pottstown means completely nothing to me. I have crossed my arms and turned my back, and I now have something I am very proud of. This is my 3-month chip from Shuli's Anonymous. It has been since May 16th since I have listened to anything from the Shuli Network, and it was the May 15th and 16th BS shows that really turned me against him. You people who hung on, good for you, I guess, but really revealing what type of person he is to just deny any wrongdoing, not learn from it, and then shine a spotlight on Ray, who deserved a little bit of ridicule instead of all the ridicule.
Never had a parking or speeding ticket. You know what he was in there for? He answered an ad in the newspaper.
Oh, that's right, Ingrid. Hit that like button. I didn't even say that during my shill segment, did I? I often get sidetracked on my shill segments, and I don't say all the things like subscribe. Hit that notifications bell to see when I go live, which is 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 5 days a week. Gonna knock it down to 3 days a week soon.
He was in the cubicle next to me. Nice guy. Super guy. When I first got there, I go.
And actually, yes, let's stick with this. Ingrid, Shuli treats everyone like a whackpacker, 100%. I was very upset. Like, Ray can be simple. He can be simple Ray. Absolutely. He can be like simple Jack, but he's got a good heart. And yeah, absolutely treating Ray like a whackpacker. No. Don't talk about it. In talking about treating everyone like a whackpacker, I don't want to get into the territory of people who he is in charge of, who are still becoming humans and treating them like whackpackers. Let's just stay away from that. We don't want to do those low blows. But that thought did just cross my mind, that those developing humans in his house are being treated like whackpackers as well.
How is this guy here? He don't even fit. You just family man. Cried every night for his children. You know, him and his wife had a salary. He was an accountant, had a big firm, and he answered an ad to buy. What are those? Is it the things that deers have? What are they called? I forgot what they're called. But I'm sorry. It was I think it was an elephant horns or something. Some big animal that's on a where you can't hurt them. I think it was maybe an elephant. Maybe it was one of them big animals that he bought I forgot what it's called. So he answered the ad, made conversation, sent the guy the money. But the deal was he had to go pick it up in another state. Where he did the transaction, it was perfectly legal in the state of Texas. When he crossed, but the guy was all set up with the feds to watch the sale. He thought he was going to do it. He collects it, part of his.
Was it Billy Jack Haynes watching the sale? I love that. Billy Jack Haynes said that he firsthand was part of murdering the boys on the tracks, and nobody in the police followed up on it. They're like, no, he's full of shit. Like, they follow every lead. Like, even the Marty Jannetty, I threw a guy into the river story, the police followed up on. But Billy Jack Haynes, I heard the Clintons on the 1980s brick phone. It was a lady's voice who said, kill the boys and put them on the train tracks. They did not follow that up.
His collection of things he does. He was adding a big piece to his collection because his firm started to get bigger. And the deal he made with his life is, I don't know, I'll always be responsible with the money, but this is my hobby, and wife had no problem with that. He gets, boom, Texas. He drives back to Florida. I don't know what states he goes through. I think he goes Texas, maybe Louisiana, maybe Mississippi. I'm going to say Alabama and probably Florida. 6 months later, gets a knock on the door. Federal agents, you're under arrest. For what? I never broke a law in my life. And his lawyer lied to him. He paid big money for a lawyer. Told him, you're going home with this probation over. And the judge was an animal lover.
Yeah, sometimes when you pay a lawyer too much, they will tell you what you want to hear, and without any ability to actually do it.
Year in a day. A year in a day. When you get a year in a day, you know what that means? You get no good time. You do that year in a day. He finally got to go to a halfway house, and he's back home, and his family kept his firm going. But this guy was the most. You see what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about when I tell you not everybody is supposed to be there. But our government will go after anybody when they want to do something. That's just how they are. And my podcast show was supposed to be about not only to help people, but to rip the government as much as I can. And I'm under my First Amendment right starting tonight when it comes to the show, because it ain't going to be pleasant how I feel about the government. And I don't care. And they can't do the fucking thing to me because it's about.
Oh, this is just a preview for a later show, isn't it? You started to get into the topic I was really interested in. Sounds like you're taking a left turn.
I'm going to burn probably a lot of bridges. I'm probably going to be able to get back on a high-profile list. It'll be watching me. It's like the first time that I've been under investigation by the FBI. I don't care. I have freedom to speak and to try to help people. My goal is to help every teenage kid out there that is lost or needs a way.
Now we're kind of going down the road of Stuttering John. What are we here for if we're not going to help each other?
Trying to do something good. Not everybody comes from a good home, and sometimes you got nothing left but the streets. And the streets will beat your fucking ass up if you let them, because the streets got.
Yeah, if you're home, Jay Sherman, how is your home life?
It stinks.
All right, take some notes. He's got some advice for you.
They're open 24/7. They got all the time in the world. It's kind of like money. A friend of mine told me he's at a tow truck. He works. Like, why do you work? He goes, money never sleeps. I said, what? He said, money never sleeps. I said.
And I do want to give a thanks to Joey C. for joining this chat. It does sound like he's being very reactive, giving a Eddie Murphy type of reaction, such as this.
Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
But I did not give the fuck yous.
He's fucking right. Money never sleeps. So that means 24-hour revolving door to make money. And he was a hustler. He was out there grabbing and snagging every car he could out of every bar, every restaurant where he illegally parked. Money never sleeps. That's a good phrase. Let me see. Do I have any more chats to read? I think we read them all. Oh, wait a minute. Corn Diff, the system is rigged and flawed. Yes, it is. It is, Corn Diff. Yeah, I'm glad that not a lot of people you're not a criminal, but just did what a good husband would do. Thank you, Clay Deborah. My family said the same thing. My true friends that in my working days of baseball, they all stuff.
Gee whiz, I guess this is the only Joey C episode we will be doing. We are a bunch of losers who are banned from his monetized channel. Thank goodness that we are getting out the guitars and the drums to be the band for his monetized channel. For a second there, I thought we were BANNED, but no. Everyone, get out your instruments. We are the band for the monetized channel. I cannot wait to throw together a nice tune for that monetized channel of yours.
Stuck by me, said the same thing. I tried to be an honorable guy, man. I love my wife. I wasn't going to do like KB said. I fucked that, but I pointed to the bedroom and filed divorce. Why would I do that to somebody I love that treats me gold, like gold? You guys know her. You see her personality. That woman treats me like gold. I'm one of the luckiest individuals in this world. Lucky. Believe me when I tell you. Nose horns. Corn Diff, thank you. Georgia, cow. Always get a lawyer before you ask. And I always knew that. But I didn't realize that. I just didn't realize at the moment that they kind of entrapped me. And that's not what it was really about. Even the lie was going to get put to bed. I tried to fight the officer the next day, physically fist fight with him. And when they subdued me, put me in handcuffs to calm me down. I wanted to
Oh boy, that's not going to improve things.
hurt him bad, and that's what he got pissed off and did. Well, we already got him on a lie. We might as well do the charge now. That's what happened. So I escalated. It was that, and then it became my fault. But it is a mistake. And again,
and I do believe that we have a little court footage of Joey C defending himself against that assault against a police officer.
If you were schizophrenic, it wouldn't take away from the fact that the
I am
defendant...
not crazy. I am not crazy.
Doesn't look like you convinced the court of not being.
And I also
not
said
crazy.
35 years ago, I got arrested in Chicago, and that was bullshit, but it happened. But then for 35 years, never an ounce of trouble. Till 2013, someone steals I had a taxi business in the off season, and someone stole my business checks, and they found a bunch of business. They wrote like 4 or 5 business checks for big money, and I guess they were sending the form. The Pinellas County people were sending me these letters telling me about what's going on. If there's me, and at the time, my ex-wife and I were not on very good terms, and just about ready to divorce. Ripped up all the stuff coming from state 3, never told me about it. When
Okay, Isaac Walmart, he won't be in the band to start, because I do believe it sounds like this band for the monetized channel will be at the start, not paid, but it is a monetized channel, so Isaac Walmart does have a point in not playing for free.
Baseball. I guess new letters that came the night before, and I opened it up and I go, "What the fuck?" They already issued a warrant for my arrest. I didn't respond on the letters, so I went and turned myself in immediately by myself. I drove down there, parked the car, went up to the window, said, "I think I have a warrant for my arrest. Here's my bond money." I go. He goes, "Come on in." He ran me, put my handcuffs, took me to the back, did all the thing. I was out in 5 hours, and I paid everything back, and everything was fine. So that's just, I'm a good person. I really am. I've been around a lot of bad. I've hung out with a lot of bad people, but they're my friends. To me, they're my friends. The people I grew up with. A lot of my friends were hoodlums and gangsters, and but our family. Am I supposed to not love them because of what they choose to do?
Ever since I was a child, I wanted to be a gangster.
It's my choice if I want to be involved with their business or if I just want to be a family member or a friend to them. You understand? And I always treated my friends good. They always say that I was a good friend. I was loyal, and I never really talked to police. I had a couple times in my life where I had the FBI knock on my door. One time I got accused of burning down a bar. Federally, it was a big federal case.
Oh, and they thought they had you good, didn't they? Oh shit, I can't find the clip I was going to play. Go on.
Witnesses, they're not going to
swing and a miss.
Say that what do you want to your statement want to be on this? I go, what are you talking about? When was I supposed to burn? I was in Wisconsin, and Wisconsin deals with my family on that estate. So those hours, you want to check it out? Go. And they're like, well, can we come in? No, but climb the store. And that was the first time. That was 21 years old when it happened. Neighbor.
That was the first time. So now, anytime the police come and pick you up, they give you one of these.
You think this is bad? This chicanery? He's done worse.
Thank goodness they have something to be relieved about when picking you up nowadays.
I'll tell you what happened. I don't know. But it wasn't me. Now the question
but
is,
she caught you in the shower.
I don't know that either. Possibly I could. I don't deny or confirm.
Caught you on the counter.
That was when I was 21. That case is long shut and gone. Anyhow, I want to thank you guys. Dabblestorian, thank you. I'll be talking to you. You have my email. What's this say? Oh no, I think the guy was telling me about what the John's fingernail. Yeah, John. Oh yes, we read that one. Joey C is out of bucks to give. Joey C is out of FUX to give. Fuck you, so no, I'm not gonna change my...
It does take me some time to comprehend the chats sometimes. It looked like FUX took you a moment to comprehend.
First, no, it pissed me off, and I'll give the fuck yous. Why? Let's have fun. This is Dabbleverse. I'm just noticing that I do make mistakes. Joey, I noticed there's a lot of anti-Italian comments. Yeah, I think that's all in good for. Well, Italians. Here's the difference. I was told that they asked me, "Are you from Sicily? Your background? Yeah, we're Sicilian." Well, real Italians, Northern Italians, they hate the Sicilians. They think we're scum. In the country of Italy, the Northern Italians will not acknowledge the people in Sicily. They hate us. They think we're all the hoodlums and the gangsters.
Okay, I think we'll take this to the end. Joey C is talking a little fast for Joey C. I put many of these videos at 1 1/4 speed. It just seems to work out better that way.
Most Sicilians are, but other Northern Italy's families were gangsters too. They just won't admit that. And that's what I call what I was saying earlier today or yesterday about, you go to a wedding with your wife and your cousin's getting married and you're there and all of a sudden, that's your mom's brother's daughter and he's married to her and her family's, they're running their mouths. Look at that Catalano. And I go, Auntie, what's the problem? I mean, you don't have a gay brother that sucks for.
Gary Delabate, what do you think of going to this wedding?
I want a commitment. I want to give a commitment. I don't want to have a commitment.
Well, this isn't about your commitment, Gary Delabate. This is about the husband and wife, their commitment.
Sucks everybody off for drugs? Oh, that's right. I forgot you're the perfect. You understand? If that's my example, it falls in that category. even my own family. My mother will tell you I'm very sharp to the tongue and very quick to defend it. And I fought people in my family. I don't care. I've told you I've been beat down. I fought. I lost a lot of fights. I've won a lot of fights. I don't care. Don't fuck with me and I'll fuck with you. I don't care. The only one I would never physically fight would be my brother.
So what's really funny with speeding these up, Hannibal TV, the wrestler, I sped him up to 1.5 times speed and he still sounds slow. How do people listen to Hannibal TV on regular speed? I don't know how.
My mother, of course, my father's not alive. I wouldn't hurt my father. My uncles, never. But cousins, there's some cousins, second, third cousins, or long distance friend family. I've gotten some scrapes with them, man, saying the wrong thing and out of line. You know what I'm saying? You don't pay my bills. Don't judge me because you got $1 million home and I got a $200,000 home. I don't care. Okay, I know where you got your money. Don't think I don't know. You understand my point? That's all I'm saying, guys. And you see, I'm pretty calm. And
if Val Venus were to talk about a policeman's home, it was purchased with stolen funds, stolen money from the public. All taxes are stolen funds, according to Val Venus. I hope he's still making new videos.
A strong Paisan, yes. I'm trying my best, man. Someone said yesterday in the chat, it's almost over, buddy. Your torture's almost over. And I know this is a lot of it's a part of an initiation. People get to know me, see if they can trust me. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to put the shows out. I'm trying to have content. I guess that lady that came in here yesterday, alien lady, what's her name? She did a whole piece on me last night. And I guess she got hurt that I.
The alien lady. Is this Rylena Martin? Do we have someone that is akin to Riley Martin? Boy, do I miss that guy. One of my biggest regrets as a fan of the Stern Show was never buying one of his symbols. That should have been a Christmas present for every Stern fan one year. They would all love it.
And then she didn't say nothing bad about me. She was kind of nice. She was trying to explain the Dabbleverse to her side of YouTube. I don't think she's part of Dabble. I've never seen her. But I sent her a $2 super chat and I said, I'm here if you want to ask me any questions. And then I apologized that, I've been going through a lot of stress. I didn't mean. She goes, it's okay. You unfixed everything and unblocked everybody. I did. Let me cool off. And she goes, so you did the right thing at the end of the day. So that was nice of her. So let me read a couple more and I'm going to take off. I sent John an inflatable furniture table chair. Oh, but did you really send it to him? He probably loved it. He probably set it up and used it as furniture. John's a great guy, man. A lot of people misunderstand Stuttering John, but he's got a good heart, man. Now I guess we're going to be going down.
Stuttering John misunderstands Stuttering John.
To his house whenever he's ready and wants my wife to bring a girlfriend for him.
Man, once again, it took him record time to come back after 7 months, just have so much support, and then run us all off and be exactly where he was before, not being able to make much of a living off of his name. Incredible. And Elisa Giordano is trying to help you. The IRL streaming Stuttering John is where it's at for you. You and Perry Caravello are the IRL, just watch us in our habitat streamers. But you ran her off with a stick.
For him. I don't know how that's going to go. She really don't have a lot of girlfriends. I think maybe one or two, and she talked to one of them, and they're agreeing to go. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm like, okay, I'm just telling you, you're driving with me. If I'm ready to leave and you don't want to leave, you're stuck down to a Stuttering John. I made that very clear. And John will probably treat her like a lady, and then I'll go. Maybe she might be frisked. I don't know. All I know is I'm going there as a married man and leaving with my wife. I'm going to cook the nice dinner if he really wants to have this, and we'll have a good time. I don't drink. So, I took a drink last night, first time in 16 years, but I'm not going to drink beer and sit there and get like that with him. But
actually, yeah, not even a stick. John didn't even run Elisa Giordano off with a stick. It was a nightstick. He had 2 men wielding nightsticks. Get off my property.
Fun, because I like them.
Stop doing what we both agreed that you would come here and do.
I consider him a friend. To me, Dabbler. Clay Dabbler. To me, Dabbler. Wait, Clay Dabbler's Dable Storm or Tim Richards? I'm a little confused. Dabble Story is one of the two. I see you, Dab. Still okay. It's Clay Dabbler. Okay, I'm glad you made it in here. Ari Jane, who's it? George? I don't know. Is that the lady that's friends with Ray? I don't know much about her. I love John. Me too. I love John.
And you should know more about Ari Jane. I should get back into contact with her since she fell out with what's his face about doing a rebrand of her podcast. I don't think they had the right angle. We need Ari Jane. There is a deep dive to be done of Ari Jane that we have not gotten yet.
John too. He's the best. Him and Casey been getting along good. I just usually after I do a show on my wife, it takes me a couple hours.
Chow, Dr. Chow. I was in the preliminary talks with Ari Jane of relaunching her podcast, and it looks like she went with Chow instead. But it doesn't look like they ever relaunched the podcast before they had a falling out. So yeah, she can't pay me, and I do need to be paid soon. Her channel is not monetized, much like mine.
A night person. Now today I can't sleep much because I'm gonna be all pumped up about the show tonight. So today I'll be a little tired tonight. I'll go lay down now for a couple hours. My wife's been knocked out right after the show. She was tired, passed out in the bed. My brother-in-law's right next to me sleeping. I don't want to wake him up.
Dabble story, and I've talked about my penis on so many streams. Let's wait till the happy talk portion. Maybe we'll get to it.
I'm getting a little loud, but yeah, play neighbor. Oh God, but yeah, John's a good-hearted guy. DG's a great guy. I think DG is really good for John, and I'm glad that he stepped in to help John, and John really believes in him, and John's, is for the most part is following what DG is trying to help him with. Of course, John's going to override some things. I think if John overrides anything that DG says, it'll be just a personality conflict that John just can't bend all that way with his person, which nobody should have to change their personality 100%. So there's going to be things John's going to do, be John, just like Joey's going to be Joey. But I listen to DG. He gives me a lot of good advice, and it's all for the good. And John, for the most part, my opinion, I think he's really building a friendship there, and I'm happy for both of them. I like to see all of us come down and just hang out with John. I like to have Carl. Carl's a couple.
Everyone, John, it goes so hot and cold on come out and have a beer with me, or I will call the fucking police on you. Ingrid saying to be careful around Ari Jane. Yeah, I haven't gone chasing her. She was a good sport about her co-host audition that I did. But yeah, I'm not chasing after. Yeah, I'm just open to do more shows, and hopefully subreddit surfing. Later today, Cardiff and Vinny will talk about their strategy for choosing either myself or someone else for that role. So I will wait for their broadcast to announce how they are going to choose the producer for season 2 of subreddit surfing.
A couple blocks away from him. Carl and I did an interview. He treated me very good, and I like Carl. He's been very nice to me. So, and I like everybody. I even like Shuley, believe it or not. I know him the longest of him, and he's not a bad guy. I just don't agree with some of the way he thinks, and I don't agree with some of the people that work for him. That's all. But that's not my business. So I can just make opinions, and I can sit here and Skype and talk. I don't want to do all that crazy shit. All right, what's last here? Dabble Story, Mr. Joey C. Thank you, Dabble Story. Thank you, sir, very much. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to go take a little cat nap, get up, take a nice shower, have me a nice lunch, and prepare for tonight. I'm trying to.
You should have showered before your show. That's what I do. I shower before I broadcast a video of me to the internet.
Atmosphere. I want to have a nice setting. If I can do it, I'm going to be sitting in a chair. I don't think I'm going to have headsets. I'm going to try to figure out, or maybe have one of those mic headsets here. I'm working on, or I just want to be comfortable. And the guest lives in Florida. He's probably about 50 miles down the road. Like I say, he just got home. I'm going to say within 14 days, maybe less.
Looks like you're wrapping this up. One more minute. Let's hear how you wrap it up.
Older gentleman, maybe a little older than me. He just did 33 years for murder, second-degree murder. 33 years locked up. And he's a white gentleman, older man, like I said, older than me. Drives a brand new truck. His wife stuck it out.
Very much dabbling in this true crime talk.
For him for 33 years. When he came home, she had a brand new truck for him in the driveway, and he went to work for one of my neighbors, because I live in a commercial area pretty much. He works for one of the neighbors, and I just happened
going out with a whimper.
Talking, and he said he would do the show. I haven't put nothing in writing yet with him, but I'm pretty sure that we're okay. Me and him. I talked to him a couple times already, and he's
okay.
Cool.
Let's call that the sign off. Whatever you got the next 30 seconds. I don't think it's very important. Thank you, Joey C. It sounds like we will not be hearing back from him with this self-taped audition to be his co-host. And there was a suggestion. Why not get a post-show voice? Just give me a couple of minutes, and I'll jump on about 5 minutes after I am done here. And we'll do a little post voice chat over on the Discord. You can find that right here, the Dillon from Somewhere Discord. And there was several people wanting me to talk about my hog. So I am a whore for my audience, especially if they've got $200 for an hour. So my hog is good for webcamming, is good for cam girling. But if I was actually to get into the industry, like 8 inches is really what you need to look big on stream. And I am slightly below that. So it won't look awful. It just doesn't look big. Like I've said about television, you need a 34 waist or below not to look fat. You look fat at a 36 waist. If you are a background actor, you're the fat background actor of a 36 waist versus a 34 waist. Same with 8-inch penises on porn. You don't look quite packing if you are below 8 inches. And I do not quite live up to that portion. And before we get into a little more happy talk, we are going to go out with a few. That's not the one I want first. So I recently took a trip to see a concert out of town, and I discovered that right before I took the trip back that TikTok is trying to kill me. TikTok wants me dead. Before I left and went on a several-hour car ride, TikTok sent me these 3 TikToks in pretty quick succession. Let's get our other view on that. Oh, hey, you're kind of not completely that screen, but good enough. Here is the first of 3 that TikTok, after I took a long car ride, sent me.
Today! 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 Today!
Thank you for those words of encouragement, TikTok, but that's not all that TikTok had to say to me that day.
Today! Not tomorrow! Today! Today!
And one last one, in case I got home and was feeling a little down and had some drinks, TikTok had something else to tell me. Oh, and that actually cuts off. When you're too drunk, let me go to the other view. When you're too drunk to walk home, but you find the keys in your pocket. And let's not play that copyrighted music, that race music. And before we get to the happy talk portion, where we will just chat a bit before getting out of here, we always have a sexy clown to take us out. And this, I stumbled upon this gimmick. So that's the gimmick I'm going with. We have got sexy clowns here on the Miss Size Doesn't Matter. We have seen several times before, and she has some financial advice for us.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Size Doesn't Matter the Clown here, professional real estate agent / financial advisor. And today is going to be part 1 of a 3-part series that I like to call Miss Size Doesn't Matter the Clown, the professional real estate agent / financial advisor's quick guide to the top 3 ways to get stinky rich in the year 2023.
A very catchy title, not too cumbersome. You do want that in your presentations.
Let's get started. Starting off with number 3, tax fraud. All you have to do for this one is claim less income and or more expenses than you actually make.
Miss Size Doesn't Matter makes some good points.
Simple. And as a bonus, you can also claim some dependents that you don't have. You guys would be so surprised at how easy it is to get a fake birth certificate certified by a physician. And boom, that's $2,000 to $3,000 back per year per kid right there. And let me tell you, as a mother of 8, you can claim a lot of dependents without raising any suspicion. I really hope this one.
Okay, so 8 doesn't arise suspicion. Maybe it's once you get to the double digits that claiming these children who don't exist will become a problem for you.
Helped you guys. People seem kind of intimidated by this one, but I promise it is not hard at all. You guys are all capable of tax fraud.
Everyone can do tax fraud. Thank you so much, Miss Size Doesn't Matter the Clown. I actually had to re-up my sexy clown videos. I was getting towards the end of the pile. And Miss Size Doesn't Matter is doing a lot of regular clown work. Some of the other sexy clowns are not sexy clowning anymore, or are doing it very infrequent. And some are just the same thing over and over again, which is just fine to promote your OnlyFans, where you fuck as a clown, but not as good fodder for this television show. It's brilliant. It's all brilliant. I was told that about my writing abilities. Thank you all so much for joining. There has been a lot of things going on in the chat here. Yeah, give me about 5 minutes, and then I will jump into the Discord after I am done here. And God damn it, yeah, I need to have that link so I can copy and paste it just as is. That would take me. I would be a little boomery right now at this point to go and get it. A lot of we have a Joey C. Block support group. We can help. I believe that's what the Radish Diff Discord is. That appears to be a new section where where people are being blocked and then venting about Joey C. And Rochi, definitely a fan of the sexy clowns. J2G, not a fan. Well, thanks for stopping in and giving us a little chat, J2G. You can go over with Joey C. He was not a fan as well. Joey C. really wants to joust, but like verbally. Joey C. really wants to verbally joust. He wants to be part of the cool kids, but he got really upset at this. This was such the lightest of ball bustings that Joey C. got very upset with. And I don't think you've had the verbal training, the witticisms, the natural wittiness to be in this world. You're going to give yourself a heart attack, sir. So you can keep doing your show. Joey C never said what his show is. He said it is not a comedy show. So I was mistaken there. But we did not figure out what the show was. It's kind of about true crime. It isn't really a show of I don't know what the show is about. So I guess he's going along the lines of Kevin Brennan and just going the way of the super chats. Because Joey C, what is your show? If it is not a comedy show, if it's not a conflict show, if it's not a mob show, what is this show? This is primarily a comedy show. Every show on my channel is primarily a comedy show, which is why I don't do Sarah Silverman anymore. It is really hard to mine comedy fodder from that former funny lady. But I don't know where that funny lady went. She is away. I am a fan of Mr. and Mrs. C and Juan, so I don't understand why Greasy Hair Guy is acting a fool, because I'm a fool. That's who I am. I acted a fool on film. I act a fool on internet. I act a fool when no one's looking. I cannot help act a fool, because that is just who I am. It is whatever he wants it to be every other week. And we do have, I mentioned earlier, Tara Mooney coming up tomorrow. Maybe I'll go ahead and tag her on Twitter. Maybe we will get a similar reaction to Joey C, because Tara Mooney, I do like you, and I have the distinct feeling that you won't like me when you discover who I am all about. No super chats, because I am not monetized. Still quite a while away. I need to do another type of publicity stunt to get on some blah blah blah. What am I looking for? Monetization going. Well, I'm petering out, so looks like I should sign off soon. Thanks for joining, G-Rob. He said he wasn't monetized. Sorry I didn't get to your comment. I couldn't find it after a while. I saw you commented on a video, and when I went to reply to it, it wasn't there. But yeah, thanks for joining. Oh, I actually can put it in, can I? Let me just. Yep, I can. Here, look at me. I'm not a boomer all the time. I can take this Discord and throw it in the chat there. And you people can join the Discord 5 minutes after this goes off. And I need to just check on the animals, make sure everything's okay. I'll jump on and do a post-show voice channel. I dragged my feet for a while on doing this one because the world of Joey C is just very strange. But Dabblestorian, Rochi, and many other of my viewers were quite insistent that I must check out some Joey C. And this was a very good episode. I'm glad that I said that I always said I'm going to drag my feet, and I never said I won't do it. So yeah, the dragging the feet really worked out. This was a fun episode, and thank you all for joining. And until next time, go away.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Places all join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LS, MFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gate. To right to you, honey, with the right left date. Grand right and left around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see LS, MFT. Promenade and don't you fall, promenade around the hall. Lucky Strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a Lucky Strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a Lucky Strike.